Hello everyone, we are here tonight at Richmond Raceway for race number 5, the Tuesday Night Thunder Series. Practice right now underway here tonight in Richmond, Virginia, right now on top of the board. Your points leader, Pacey Wydron on 00 machine with a 21.893 qualifying right underway here shortly. Your flag is out for practice, so we'll go to qualifying here.
No.
As it got a little foggy during qualifying, we switched to qualifying to practice, so right now on the racetrack, it could be a little harder to see a little bit. This is Connor Morris. He was second in qualifying there, behind Pacey Wydron. He's on the racetrack right now. Gonna try to set his fastest lap time that he can. 2 laps like usual. Ooh, Connor Morris gets loose, hits the outside wall off of turn 2. And that's going to end his first lap right there. Unfortunate for an 89 machine. Last race winner, Lily Sharp, coming off the racetrack right now. Won in Montreal 2 weeks ago. Had the 1-week break last week due to the iRacing update. But we're back here at Richmond. So she is the last race winner on the road course in Canada. As Byron Jones goes top of the board for now. 22.4. As there goes Bobby Blowers now top board, 22.3. So Pacey Wydron getting to the 21.8, so that might be the target lap time for some of these drivers, but track might be a little different. Also, cloud cover is a little different, obviously. It's a lot more foggy than it was at the end of practice, so that could play a factor. As Jimmy Mensch goes top of the board, as Lily Sharp goes second, make that third now, as Bobby Blowers goes back up to the top of the board, the 22.137. DJ Trout coming off the racetrack, off of 4, excuse me. Right there, got to cross the line with a 22.1. That puts him on top of the board right there. That third machine, new pole sitter for now. And he ain't hanging on for the next 3 minutes. He has one more lap he can do as Connor Morris goes top of the board. He spun on his first lap, but he puts in a great lap there for the 22.062. But can DJ Trout jump his lap here? He's going for his second lap off of turn 4. Comes to the start finish line. It's going to be a 22.42, and that puts him top of the board by 0.02 of a second over Connor Morris. As our Pacey Wydron, spinning across into turn 1. That was a second lap, so Pacey Wydron not going to set a good lap time here tonight, as he may be starting the back here for tonight's race. So fastest in practice, our poles are fastest in practice, and also the championship leader struggling in qualifying. As the rest of the field getting set right now, Dean Clavitt up to 7th right now. He's running his second lap through 1 and 2. He's about 3/10 off of DJ Trout. With 2 minutes left, so plenty of time, obviously, to make a lap here. Only about 22 seconds, so a lap. So very, very quick lap times here at Richmond. So crossing line with Dean Clavitt, he goes quicker. That puts him up to 7th there. As Richard O goes 8th, Scott Praninsky in 9th. As Pacey Wydron gonna start at least worst 15th for now, if no one else qualifies. So unfortunate for that 00 machine. So let's start in the back of the field here tonight, and I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to pass here at Richmond. Usually Richmond can make some moves here and there, but it's not the easiest place in the world to make moves. Unfortunately for Pacey Wydron there, so he definitely has some speed here tonight. We'll see what he can do in this 107 lap race here. 7/5 of a mile at Richmond. That was a lot of time there, but that will not count. So 22.115 would put him in 3rd place if that was actually a lap time. But he's right now the only driver on the racetrack, so still on board with Pacey Wydron. See kind of what the racetrack looks like here for now. See like what lines these drivers may be running here in tonight's race. Like watching off the ball early and just letting it roll through the corner here in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Looking at bomb on that yellow line, just hugging it all the way around the racetrack. That was probably the fastest way around. I think you can maybe make the middle work, but maybe diamond it down a little bit. So I think there's some different lines you can run here at Richmond to make some moves. But Casey Washington going to start in that probably around 15th spot for tonight's race. The qualifying wrapping up, and DJ Trout will be your pole sitter here tonight at Richmond. DJ Trout on a 30 machine. Had a good run in Montreal last week, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me. Finished in that 3rd place position. He almost had the race won. I mean, he was up there battling lower to Sharp and Pacey Wygant for the race win, but Sharp just pulled away there at the end. As these drivers grid up, we'll take a quick look at our starting order for tonight's race. Kind of saw a little bit of it. We'll go through the whole grid here in a moment. DJ Trout, your pole sitter here tonight, followed by Connor Morse on his outside lane. In row number 2, you got Bobby Blowers and Lily Pitcher Sharp in 4th. Jimmy Minch in that 5th place position, Greg Pillar in 6th. Dean Clapp in 7th, Richard O in 8th. Scott Polinsky 9th, Brian Jones 10th. Ethan Pryor 11th, Tristan Bayer 12th. John Matthews 13th, Rodney Ayers 14th. Casey Wygant, your current points champion, or points leader, excuse me, in 15th. And Angel Santiago 16th. Rounding out your field of 18 cars is Christopher Pendel and Nathan Estep. The 18th spot. We're just waiting on a few more drivers to start grading up. Take a quick look at weather for tonight's race. So it's going to be nice 66 degrees and 68-degree track temp, and a little foggy here, 100% humidity actually, so very foggy to start off tonight. Might dissipate throughout the night overall. It's 10-mile-per-hour winds and cloudy, so very cool track temp. Obviously 8 p.m. in the May in the springtime, so not too hot here in Richmond, Virginia. So very nice weather for tonight's race. Grading underway right now, and we will be going off any second. Like I mentioned, 107 laps, 80 miles for tonight's race. So there they go, rolling off here. 2 pace stops at Richmond usually, so thing about so far this season, 4 different winners in 4 different races, so definitely could make for some interesting strategy here. I mean, DJ Trout hasn't won, Colin Morris has won, Bobby Blowers has won, so the whole top 3 have not won a race here this season. Obviously we're only 4 races in, but still interesting trend to see if that continues here tonight. So just gotta make sure your tires are warmed up. I mean, first short track of the season, so it's gonna be a little different than any racetrack we've been to. We've been to a couple 1.5 mile tracks, and obviously the road course last week, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me, in Montreal. So, a little different animal here tonight. A lot more like a road course, a lot more braking, and no shifting here tonight. I would not expect anyone to be shifting at all. It would be a very surprising move there, but nonetheless, so down the back straight they go. Should be going green this time by. That's field of 18 cars. Got to take it to green. Green flag is out, and away we go here at Richmond. Great start for DJ Trout. Connor Morris alongside him. With a clear in the 1. Morris Wilson's on the outside lane. Still side by side with Trout right now. It's off of turn 2 they go. You can really see the fog down the back straightaway. Side by side for the first 2-3 spots. As Trout does clear in the 3 and 4. Morse clears Flowers. The top two single file. Alonzo is spinning 98. John Matthews around. Nathan Fryer also around in the 92 machine. Off of turn 4. Seems like they got a little loose there. I don't know if there was any contact, not any that I saw. So let's take a look at that one. Again, this fog, very hard to see actually. So you see that 98 he got, so that was actually, the boats just spun out, self-spun right beside each other. Around they go off of turn 4. That's going to bring out the first yellow of the night on lap 1 off turn 4. Few drivers just kind of self-spinning it off of turn 4, so seems like the cool tire is probably the issue there overall. But we'll get like a quick break. We'll be right back before the green flag. As we're back here live at Richmond Raceway, DJ Trout continues to lead here, obviously after the first yellow, as Christopher Pendel, Angel Santiago, and Jimmy Mensch down pit lane. No tires, I believe, were taken from those 3. I think just fuel only. Actually, I think Christopher Pendel just took tires there. But Nathan Fryer and John Matthews did not come down pit lane, so they're going to stay out on those spun out tires. Not sure if it will make a big difference or not, but we'll find out here. There we go, side by side here. Should be going green this time by. Actually, the way they go, pretty much the same order. Nothing too crazy that I see. I think Clavitt gained a few positions there. I think I started 7th or 8th in my memory, if it is correct. So I think he's gained a few positions there. He's starting 5th place now. And Trout and Morris, Flowers and Sharp, all the same positions they were at the beginning of the race. So Geico Research Zone, and away we go. Trout underway, lap number 7, crossing the aisle right there with a great restart. A lot better than he got on the initial restart. Morse now alongside Bobby Blowers for 2nd. They're all side by side, except the race leader, DJ Trout, off of turn 2. And actually, there they go. Side by side in this mid pack right here. It's about 6th to 10th place down. It's Clavitt up to 4th now. So almost contact Sharp there, up the corner. As he's worked his way up the race, up the field now, up to 4th. Almost up to 4th, I should say. Still not completely clear of Sharp off the exit corner, and there he goes. Clear that 7-1 machine. Ooh, Sharp in the outside wall there. Shouldn't affect her too much, as aero damage shouldn't be too big a factor here. As Pillar gets in the back of 71. Up the racetrack a little bit, Sharp goes. Greg Pillar using that front bumper to move Sharp up the racetrack as Richard O on the outside lane, making 3 wide here at Richmond. You can kind of see the multi-groove racing already. I kind of mentioned before, I think he makes some moves in the middle lanes. Ooh, couple cars on the outside wall. Richard O in the outside wall. Palinsky in the wall, into the inside wall, hard for Scott Palinsky. As around he goes. As big blown up, that's Pacey Wygent blown up there. Also big contact in the inside wall. We'll take a look at what happened there. We kind of saw the beginning of that one, couldn't get the ending. But Richard Odom hit the outside wall there, trying to make the move work, as we'll see from the front camera. So Richard Odom on the top side, just trying to keep out the wall, got in the Penske there. Or the inside wall goes, oh, Pacey Wygant nowhere to go for that 0-0 machine. Also 6 of Christopher Pendel involved there. They do have one fast repair though for tonight, so Wygant should would be okay to use his fast repair. Let's go on board the 0-0 machine. It's kind of the risk of starting in the back there. You're just kind of at risk of getting involved in an incident that's not really your fault exactly. On board Pacey Wygant right now. I just see nowhere for him to go. I mean, he went low. He thought they were wrecking, but nowhere for him to go at all. But luckily, he can continue, and he didn't blow his engine completely. So he can make it to the back of his pit box there. It's going to be another setback for Pacey Wygant, having a mishap in qualifying now, a mishap early in this race. But it's a good thing happened early on instead of later. But Trout still in the race lead, followed by Connor Morris, but Dean Clavitt up to third. Man on the mission so far. I think he's probably the most spots gained so far. We'll take a quick look at that one. Yeah, Dean Clavitt actually is third, but Nathan Estep up to 10 spots here. He's up to 8th place. A lot of drivers coming down pit lane also. Fuel could be an issue here. It's 50% fuel, so I remember correctly, it's about 100 or so laps you can go on fuel with full tank. So about 50, 55 probably around there. So at least a one stopper, I would say. But a lot of drivers on pit lane. You got Angel Santiago, Tristan Bayer, Jimmy Mensch, Ronnie Ayers, Nathan Fryer coming down pit lane. Obviously Wygant, Ode, Matthews, Pendel I think is out of this race actually. And Scott Peninsky in the pit box right now towing. A lot of drivers on pit lane, a lot more than I would think. A lot of them took fuel only, actually, so not sure if they know something that we don't. But right now, working lap 12, and we've had the longest green flag lap run, I believe, 2-3 laps there. But, I mean, you can kind of saw the multi-group racing we saw a little bit there. We saw Ode run the top. I mean, it worked for a little bit, but just kind of got into an incident right there. But overall, I think you'll see some drivers run the middle, kind of pinch some drivers down the racetrack, and be able to make that work and make some moves that way. So Garden Green this time by. His car is off. You get Trout will lead us back to the green, and the green flag is out. Trout with a great restart again. Clavitt with a good restart. He's going to book his out at the second. He's going to clear Connor Morrison to turn 1. Morrison with another not great restart. He's going to fight hard on the outside lane, try to stay in that second place spot. Will he be able to stay alongside Dean Clavitt? He is. They're side by side for a second still. Single file behind them. Sharp and Byron Jones. Actually, Jones was in the outside lane of Sharp. But Morse gets by Dean Clavitt. We saw that. I was speaking of it earlier. As a big run for him to the inside Trout. Trout defends well. Morse locks up the brakes a little bit. Gets a little squiggly on the entry. Ooh! Byron Jones around off of the low pitch Sharp's front end. And around Byron Jones going. Caution. Flag flies. As Jones was up to 5th place, and now he's down to 16th. And saw that one there. Looks like Sharp and Jones made some contact there off of turn 2. So we can get a better view of that one. Looks like Sharp just maybe thought she was clear, Jones possibly. Could be that. We'll see if we can get a better view here. Off to, yeah, Sharp just came right up into Jones. Must have thought she would have been clear of him. He would have got a better run off the exit of the corner. But around goes the O2. No damage, I believe, done from the O2 machine. But he'll be A-okay. But Trout holding on right now. Connor Morris, he had to defend Dean Clavitt there for about 2 laps, and they were side by side, but held on well. Lap down car as Scott Peninsky around the outside. Team drivers on pit lane. Looks like Byron Jones on pit lane taking tires there. I believe they do have 4 sets of tires here tonight. One interesting stat I have right here is Pacey Washington has actually gotten 3 of the 4 poles so far this season. So Pacey Washington has been great during qualifying, but tonight just kind of shows one little bad misstep and it can all turn sideways. So his poles were actually, it was Chicagoland, Texas, and Circuit Jones. So he was one of the pole the last 3 races actually. And I didn't even realize that, but interesting there. And he's finished 2nd or better in every single race so far. But will that streak come to an end tonight? So far, not looking too good for that double zero machine. But he's up to 9th place right now, so he's looking good so far. Obviously, having to use that fast repair is definitely going to hurt him. He can't be as aggressive as he probably wants to be. I mean, he's still a long way to go, almost 60 or 80 plus laps, excuse me, left in this race. A single file restart here. I believe it was a rule if there was 3 or more cautions, or around that, 3 or more cautions within 25 laps, it would be a single file restart. So, the first time this season we've had a single file restart, so pretty standard for an IndyCar type of thing in F1. So I'm guessing these guys are going to go all the way up to the wall and go all the way to the outside lane. That's typically what happens here. Should spread them out a little bit more. Not going to allow these guys to be side by side in turn 1 and 2 as much. But Connor Morris all in the back bumper of DJ Trout. And Barnier Flagman waves that green flag. Trout with a good restart. Only about a car length in between him and Morris. Everyone else single file out most so far as Pacey Washington making the move on Tristan Bayer. Angel Santiago also side by side Pacey Washington. Behind him Richard Ode and Rodney Ayers. Ooh, one car on the wall. I might have been nipping that step. Found machine. Actually, it was low to sharp. Excuse me. Top 3, I pulled away a little bit here after lap 1, so the restarts, single file restarts, suffering out the front drivers as they don't have to battle so much with the cars beside them. 21 laps down, side by side, Rodney Ayers, Angel Santiago on the top side, Ayers up to 9th now. Pacey Washington back up to 7th, ooh, one car way loose, that's Bobby Blowers up here, John Matthews, 98, way loose on the inside. Blowers making a move by Angel Santiago, gets by him off of turn 4. Trout, Morris, and Clavitt, your top 3 for now. On the back to the way they go. Ooh, Morris barely cuts the outside wall there. He kind of saw some dust or smoke falling off the right side of his car off of turn 2. Here comes Clavitt for 2nd. Ian Clavitt side by side with Morris. Morris gets loose off of 2. Clavitt's going to use that to his advantage. Side by side through 3 and 4. Clavitt really getting loose on entry. Off of turn 4. Clavitt still alongside Morris there. He knows it. So we're still side by side through 1 and 2 now. Craig Pillar side by side with Lillard Sharp. As Pillar actually gets by Lillard Sharp behind them. Single file train behind Sharp Pillar. Still side by side for 2nd now. These 2 drivers side by side for the past 2 laps for now. As Pacey Washington up to 5th, side by side with Pillar. Richard on the outside wall on the entry there. Ooh, that's Connor Morris way in the inside as Clavitt easily gets by. Let's take a look what happened there. We did not see what happened. I think he might have just got loose there. It looks like he did, just off of 2. 2nd time he's gotten loose off of 2. Allows Dean Clavitt up to 2nd now. Clavitt having probably the best run of his season so far. He's trying to chase on his race leader, DJ Trout, out in front. As Pillar and Bobby Blowers side by side here for that 6th place spot. Pillar up top, Blowers on the bottom. Flowers does eventually clear off the 4. And down to 1-2 they go. He's right behind Pacey Wajent. Wajent up the 5th now. So we got a single file out here so far. 1 pit stop will be necessary to complete this race. Probably around the halfway point, you'll see some drivers coming up pit lane if they haven't already. Few drivers have pitted for fuel and tires already, so we can probably stretch out a little bit longer than some others, like the top 4 have not pitted. Pacey Wajent, first driver on fresh tires and also full tank of fuel. Wajent has some inside making that step. As Wajent clears for 4th now. He's a man on the move right now for now. As ahead of him, Colin Moore struggling right now. But Dean Clavitt catching up to a race leader. DJ Trout under attack now. About 56 machine. Just 30 laps down in this race. I guess with that 56 machine, Dean Clavitt B on DJ Trout. All of that bumper of that 30 machine. There goes the inside lane on turn 1 and 2. And book it, he's clear easily. I was watching for the crossover for DJ Trout there. Trout just not have enough run off of 2, and Dean Clavitt takes the race lead. New race leader out in front at 56 machine. He's going to lead not number 32 coming here. Not 31, 32, I guess. Kind of. But Dean Clavitt looking to pull away now from DJ Trout. He's definitely one of the fastest drivers on the racetrack. Pacey Wajent also running pretty good lap times, but I think DJ Trout might just burn up his stuff a little bit here early on in this race. Ooh, hard hit the outside wall for Wajent. I'm not sure if that affected much. But he got further there on iron, so pretty hard hit. But side by side for 7, Byron Jones, Greg Pillar. As one driver down pit lane, that would be Christopher Pendel. He's 20 laps down. So Greg Pillar still side by side with William Sharp. So Trout, I thought Dean Clavitt would be able to pull away a little bit from DJ Trout, but Trout looking to make a move to the inside lane. Because Clavitt way up the racetrack, he goes up to the 2nd groove, which gives him a good run off of turn 4. He stays in the race lead. He clipped the outside wall, excuse me, in the entry of turn 1. That right rear. The tire becoming an issue as both of them get really loose off of 2 there, and here comes Connor Morris, Pacey Wajent, and Bobby Flowers. They're closing in on this league group of 2 as the top 2 might turn into a top 5 battle here in a few laps. Clavitt got tail off of turn 2. Here comes Trout to the bottom of the racetrack. Side by side for the race lead. 2nd time tonight. Trout barely ahead of Clavitt there. As now side by side, it's a lot of Morris to catch up to them as Trout going to clear into 1. Watch for the crossover move. Not enough grip for that 56 machine to make the crossover, but here comes Morris now. He's now back in the picture, and Pacey Wajent and Bobby Flowers not too far away in this top 3 now. And they have a little bit fresher tires in the top 3 also, as they pitted 28 laps to go on lap 10. How well did DJ Trout save his tires behind Dean Clavitt? Morris gets really loose off of 2. Again, I think 3rd time we've seen him do that tonight. Right now, kind of single, just riding around so far. I mean, Wygen slowly closing the gap, not as much as he was before. He's only about 10th or so quicker, but here comes Morse now on Clavitt in 1, 3, and 4. Now side by side for that second place spot. Clavitt gets a little tight off of turn 4. It's about Morse to maybe clear him in the 1-2. Clavitt on the outside wall on the inch of 1. And Morse gonna clear. And yep, he's up to second now. Morse back to the second, started second. Worked his way back to the second. Clavitt might give him the bumper right here. So close to that 89 machine. But Morse with a good run off of turn 4. He's not looking to try to get the DJ Trout for the race lead. Good racing back here. Jimmy mentioned Greg Puller for that 10th place spot. Side by side. These guys ahead of him, Richard Oak and William Sharp side by side. Go back up here. Face the Wygen. Trying just to get back up to these guys, but I think he might bring up his tires a little bit too much, trying to catch up to them. But here comes Connor Morse now to the inside of DJ Trout. He's got to clear for the race lead. And we got a new race leader, Connor Morse, out in front on lap 44. Now 5-car pack here out in front, single file for now. Morse gets loose again off of turn 2. Still single file here. The top 3 have turned to the top 5 now as Casey Wygen following to the back bumper of Dean Clavitt and the rest of this pack. Behind him is also Larry Blowers, which is not too far away. He's been pretty quick here so far tonight also. Right now it's kind of just nose to tail for now in the top 5. Who will make the first move? Basically, I think whoever makes the first mistake as Clavitt goes wide. Here goes Wygen. He's got to pounce on that one. Clavitt's got a little tight off of turn 2 and turn 4 at some points, and that's kind of cost him a few positions. Now he's down to 4th and maybe even down to 5th here as Casey Wygen going to clear. Clavitt on the outside wall. Flowers going to take advantage of that one. And around he goes. Maybe Clavitt holds on strong on the outside. Still side by side for that 4th place spot. Flowers trying to work that middle inside lane. Clavitt working the top side. Not letting Flowers clear easily. As Clavitt getting the outside wall in entry. He's done that so many times. I think it's cost him a lot of spots here. As he looks for a crossover move and Blowers, not going to be enough. But look at Byron Jones. He's up to that 6th place spot. He was spun out down to 16th on that, I think the last caution actually. So he's made his way up to 6th, and he could be looking for that race lead here shortly. I mean, he's running pretty good lap times compared to the race leaders. So you can try to get to this top 5 and make some positions up. Right now, Connor Morse still in the race lead, lap 50. Not halfway yet, about 3 laps to go until halfway. 3-4 laps. But Morse looking to dive in the corner a little bit more. And then the drivers behind them kind of ran a little bit higher on the entry and then diamond it down on the exit. And it looked he a lot of time off the exit compared to DJ Trout. They're going to space the Wygen on DJ Trout. He's looking to get that 2nd place spot from Trout. On a little bit more separation than when it was before. Also, pit stops should be happening here shortly, I would think. There are a few cautions, so I think they might be able to extend to lap 60 or so. But it should at least be a one-stop race as we are officially across the line here for halfway through this race. 54 laps down, 53 to go. it's 54 to go. Technically. But, Connor Morrison, the race lead, he's sideways off of turn 2. That could be a mistake that cost him the race lead here, as he's been sideways a few times off of turn 2. It cost him the race lead earlier, or cost him second earlier to Dean Clavitt, but he's worked his way back up to the race lead, passing Clavitt and Trout. But can he hold on before the pit stops as Pacey Wygant and look by DJ Trout? He's his back bumper, a little bit of curling as he goes to the top side now for that third machine. Looking for a diamond it down, maybe. Looking for a good exit. Here he comes in the inside lane. Side by side for second. Pacey Wygant, DJ Trout. Through 1 and 2 they go. Pacey Wygant go wrap the bottom around the racetrack. Trout go run the top side. Try to pinch Wygant down as much as he can. For turn 4. Completely sideways there as Trout barely gets him at the line. Wygant still trying to use that bottom lane to get around that double 30 machine. Lap traffic up ahead. Will play a factor in this battle for the race lead. Wygant really sends it to 3 and 4. Gonna try to clear Trout, and he does. Trout looking for the crossover move. There he goes. Trout back to the inside lane. A little switcheroo here down the front straightaway. Trout up the racetrack a little bit more than Pacey Wygant probably was. Ooh, lap car then probably gonna get in the way of Connor Morris. It's gonna slow up that 89 machine. And it's gonna bring Pacey Wygant and DJ Trout back into it for the race lead. As that slows Connor Morris down quite a bit. It's a bad spot to catch a lap car. Wygant still side by side. Trout not able to clear yet. Side by side, Trout the racetrack he goes. Wygant finally clears there. How he does, Trout does not send in turn 1 2, but Morris up the racetrack he goes. I think he may have overshot turn 3 and 4 a little bit there. He does get a good exit compared to Wygant, but now Blowers going to the inside Trout. Gonna try to get the third place for that double 34 machine. As Morris again loose off of 2. It looks like he's going to be paying this time by. Down to the apron he goes. Lap 60. Connor Morris, first one down pit lane. And Pacey Wygant up to the race lead. What a moves. Some moves for Pacey Wygant. Started 15th, now up to first here on lap 61. Who else will come down pit lane here? Will anyone? None of the top 4 do. A few other drivers behind, I believe. We got Tristan Bayer, Nathan Fryer, Connor Morris obviously in pit lane. We saw that. And no one else down pit lane. You got Greg Kohler actually down pit lane also. Though Patricia Sharp already pitted. So here comes Trout down pit lane. Guys that have not pitted yet, coming out pit lane first. Connor Morris out on the racetrack now. He's going to be 1.5 laps down. I think Bobby Blowers might be coming out pit lane. Looks like actually just blinked out there. But Dean Clavitt down pit lane, so drivers pitting around lap 60 or so. Kind of like I mentioned, can go a little bit longer in fuel than I thought. But Pacey Wygant and Bobby Blowers have already pitted, so they'll probably have to pit here in the next 10 laps or so. As Wygant working lap traffic of Angel Santiago. Blowers also behind him. He pitted about 6 laps later than Pacey Wygant, so he can go a little bit longer than Wygant here. If he really wants to, he can go around 15 more laps or so. Ooh, Angel Santiago right in the wall, right in front of Bobby Blowers. Blowers also sideways trying to avoid that 90 machine. He's going to lose about 2/10. Oh, as we have is that a car? Stopped? That was a car. Stopped on the apron there, but might have missed. I saw that. But I think it might have been a car. Actually, there was a car spun there. Nathan Fryer, but no caution is out. As I thought I saw a car there, but no caution. And I thought he almost hit Bobby Blowers there, but Nathan Fryer self-spinning trying to get on the pit lane. No cautions thrown. That's very surprising there, but that's very lucky break for DJ Trout and Connor Morris as they're still one lap down here. Same with Dean Clive and everyone else pretty much has pitted. So a quick run down the field who is not pitted. That's Pacey Wygant in first, Bobby Blowers second. Byron Jones about 2.5 seconds back from Pacey Wygant in third. Richard Ode fourth. Rodney Ayers fifth. Those are all the drivers who have not pitted so far yet on this run. Connor Morris right now, he has pitted. He's going to turn 1 and 2 as of now. Pacey Wygant in 3 and 4. So he's about a lap and a half lead over Connor Morris after the pits before his pit stop for now. We'll see how he cycles out once he's pits here in the next probably 5 laps or so. Lap time wise, these guys are about 1 second quicker than Pacey Wygant right now. So expect them to have about probably around a 10-second lead over Wygant once they come out pit lane. As Bobby Blowers coming down pit lane for now. He's going to pit really early compared to when he could have. He could stay out another 10 laps if he wanted to. He pitted 52 laps ago, and fuel runs about 60 or so. Wygant pitted 60 laps ago. So, one car spun around down the back straightaway. Not sure who that was. The car stopped. That might be Tristan Bayer, I believe it was. Bayer off of turn 2, spun around, no caution out. Second car we've seen self-spin, no caution due to them being off the racing surface. But Pacey Wygant takes his race lead away, or lets the pit here and give Byron Jones his race lead. And here comes Connor Morris off of turn 2. He will have the race lead once it all cycles out, but DJ Trout not too far behind him. Trout has a little bit fresher tires, 2-lap fresher tires than Connor Morris as there's Byron Jones on pit lane, so the is finally on the lead lap. We'll see how Pacey Wygant cycles out here. As around down, there he goes out of his box. So you have about a 10-second gap. Might be a little bit less than that. But we'll see. Actually, it might be 10 seconds is about right. Actually, pretty much on the head there. But yeah. Let's see what it cycles out to once it gets up to speed here. It'll be around 8 seconds. So 2 seconds off for me, but race lead battle right now. Connor Morris and DJ Trout. 2 tenths to separate these drivers. About 35 laps to go. No more pit stops needed. We'll see how this plays out. Also, you got Pacey Wygant, Bobby Blowers trying to make their way through the field. As Blowers is actually ahead of Pacey Wygant. He pitted 1 lap sooner, and that's how big of a difference it makes on those tires. So there. Blowers about 6 seconds back from Morris and Trout. Dean Clive also about 3 seconds back from these 2 drivers. And now for the race lead, here comes Trout to the inside lane of Morris. Side by side. Trout on the bottom, Morris on the top. Morris will hold on for now. Trout just does not have enough advantage on the bottom to make it work. Morris gets loose again here. He's trotting out to the bottom. Morris is really struggling off for turn 2 all night long. It's really been his kryptonite as he blocks off the bottom from Trout as he stays in the race lead for now. Can he hold on for another 32 laps? How quick will Bobby Blowers and Pacey Wygant get to these guys by the end of this race? Right now they're about half a second quicker than these 2 race leaders. But how long will that tire advantage play a factor? As Trout all of the back bumper lap traffic up ahead could also play a factor into tonight's race. Lap traffic up ahead from Morris. It's the 98 of John Matthews, and I think that might be, as Jimmy mentioned, 94 there. And they're side by side, but Richard O coming here Also, he has fresher tires than these two drivers up ahead. So lap traffic gonna go 3 wide middle. Here comes Trout. Gonna take advantage of it as Moore's stuck behind John Matthews on the bottom lane. Trout on the top. His caution flag flies, and DJ Trout in the race lead. As then Glow puts a sharp around off of turn 4. As this changes everything now. As Trout just got the race lead with a crazy move using the lap traffic as a pick. Going 3 wide middle. As Trout was actually sharp. Might have got some contact there from Nathan Estep. Let's see if we take a look at this one. Actually, no contact. It might have been neck code, but no physical contact that I see. But there's been a neck code situation there. Yeah, I think that's what it was actually. So round goes to 71, and caution flag flies with 28 to go. Pit stop's definitely going to ensue here. As Trout, what a move! We got to take a look back at that move after these pit stops, because that could be the move for the race win there. That gives them great track position, as I believe we will double follow them back up again. The last restart we had was single file, but I believe they will double file it here. Everyone down pit lane, all these leaders down pit lane. Actually, Byron Jones staying out here on the racetrack, so he's going to get the race lead here after these pit stops, but money stop right here for 27 laps to go. Don't expect another pit stop here in the next race. One driver shoots out. It might be Bobby Blowers actually that overshot his pit box right there. As right sides only for DJ Trout. Interesting call there. No one else taking right sides only. I don't know if I like the call there exactly. The cars have been loose all night long, and you gotta take right sides only. I mean, we saw Trout do this in another league race at Rockingham. It did not work out for him, so we'll see how it plays out here at Richmond, but I don't know if I like this call right here. But Byron Jones is going to stay out here for this race lead. So we'll see if we can bring this 0-0 machine up into the booth here. See if he's in here. Yeah, he is. We'll bring him in here. Hello, Byron. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do. What's going on?
Dude, it's pretty good racing right now, but you like to stay out here. What's your plan for this strategy call? You spun out early in this race also, so you have to work your way from the back to the front. So stay out here from some track position maybe.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident. My tires are just starting to come in. Everybody else is going to have to reset here and work in their cold tires. So I'm hoping by the time they work in their cold tires, I'll be able to have somewhat of a decent gap. We don't have too many to go, so I just got to keep the car clean and hope that I can run away while everyone's trying to gather grip back up.
Well, good luck in the rest of your race going green this time by, so hopefully you can hold them off here.
Thank you, thank you.
This is Byron Jones, and it looks like we are having a single file restart here, so thought we might go double file, but anyways, single file restart, this actually helps the 0-0 machine, keep saying 0-0, the O2 machine of Byron Jones. Helps him out a lot here, as he doesn't have to battle anyone off the get-go, but Trout is definitely going to be interesting to watch out here for 2-tire strategy call for that 30 machine. As pace car is off, and green flag is out. Jones out and about early. As instantly, here comes Kyle Morse to the inside of Trout. Trout's got to be careful with those right side tires. It's going to be a lot looser than it would be with those fresh tires, 4 fresh tires. But Trout hanging on the outside lane. Good run off turn 2 there. As Wygent gets a bit loose behind Clavitt. 24 laps to go. How aggressive will these drivers be? As Morse sideways off the exit of turn 4. As Blowers on the outside wall. I think Wygent might pinch him up there maybe a little bit. Here comes Clavitt. He has some really good short run speed early in this race. He could be one to watch out here for the race win. As Trout loose off of 2. Everyone's trying to push as hard as they can. They're losing it a little bit off of these corners. They've been losing it all night long. It's been a pretty loose race car tonight, so I won't be surprised if you see a self spin here and there with a few laps to go. Jones going on strong for now. Mostly single file here, but Bobby Blowers side by side with Wygent. Blowers clips the outside wall here. Here comes Trout, Connor Morris, and Dean Clapp for that race lead. They're slowly getting on that 24 or the O2 machine of Byron Jones. As here comes Trout to the outside of Jones. Side by side for the race lead with 20 to go. Trout going to use the outside lane to try to pinch down the O2 of Byron Jones. Jones with those old tires. Trout with right front tires. Right side tires as contact made is clapping around off of turn 2. He's going to keep out the inside wall. No cautions out as Trout going to clear for the race lead. As here comes Connor Morris outside with him. As Morris going to look to the inside lane. The race lead side by side again. Now Morris to the inside, Trout to the outside. Trout has those 2 right side tires. Morris with 4 fresh ones. And here comes Wygen also with Bobby Blowers behind them. They could be sneaky here late in this race. With 19 laps to go, they still got plenty of time to catch up to these top 2. As Byron Jones falling back just a little bit here. Just doesn't have enough tires and life in the tires to make it work here. Trout and Morris pulling away for now. Will Byron Jones, how hard will he battle with Casey Wygen? Looks like he might just let Wygen go here. Looks like he will, so he just lets Wygen go. He knows his chance of the race win probably not likely, but Wygen definitely has a good chance here. He's really quick. He's quickest in practice, but side by side for the race lead. Morris back to the inside lane. Trout holding him off on the top side. He gets a bit loose off of turn 2. Really sends in 3 and 4. Seems like Trout has a really good 3 and 4 compared to Morris on entry, but Morris just gets such a good exit off the corner. As here comes Morris onto the inside lane. He backs out of it there in turn 3 and 4. We saw Wygen, they're really sitting at 3 and 4 here. I think he gets a really good run in the turn 3 and 4 on entry at least. Exit. Maybe not the best exit, but because entry to 3 and 4 is he really just sends it down in there. You can kind of just see it right there. He just really stuck it that time now. Wygen has now caught up to his top 2. Blowers isn't too far behind, about half a second behind Wygen. The top 3 nose to tail here with 12 laps to go. Who will make the first move here? Who will probably make the first mistake? Ooh, Blowers hard on the outside wall. As soon as I say who will make the first mistake, Blowers hits the wall hard. As Wygen out to the inside, Morris side by side for second. Up the racetrack they go. Can't allow DJ Trout to pull away too much with 10 laps to go. As Wygen clears easily, as now he sets his sights on the race leader. Trout has not won this season. Wygen has. Will we have a repeat winner for the first time this season? Will we have another new winner here tonight? And Trout hold him off with those 2 right side tires. Jones falling back now down to 7th, being passed by Lewis to Sharp. Looks like the strategy call was a little bit too long. If it was about a 10 lap shootout, he probably could have held on maybe, but 20 plus laps, just a little bit too long for those old tires to hold on. So unfortunate for Byron Jones, but still a good one for him in 7th place. I mean, looking pretty good. Trout way up the racetrack. He goes, got a diamond down off the exit, but Wygen still gets a good run off too. Also, and Will he use the front bumper? And the 7 laps to go. Lap 100 complete. 7 to go. Lap car could be a factor here. Actually, the lap car in the outside wall there. Lap car will go low. I think it's Greg Pillar, I believe, right there. He lets the leaders by on the apron. But here goes Wygant. Trout goes wide on the entry. Wygant sticks his nose down in there. Trout holds on for now. 6 laps to go. Don't count Connor Morse yet. He's still in the picture here. These two tangle. Nose to tail off of the 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Still nose to tail. Who will make the first move? Wygant. Dive bombs to the inside. Will Trout block? Trout just kind of running his own line. Not really doing anything different he's done all night long. But Wygant will use the front bumper. Go on board for that 00 machine. As there he goes to the inside, peeks his nose in there. Trying to make Trout a little nervous maybe. They can make a mistake. He's on the throw really early off the exit of the corner. A little sideways he goes to the inside. There he goes to the inside lane. Here comes Wygant. He sticks his nose down in there. Side by side off of 4. Trout holds on for now. He's going to get a good run. He clears him. Almost. Not enough, though. Still side by side in the turn 1 and 2. Trout really sends up the racetrack. He goes. Wygant going to send it to the bottom. He's going to clear for the race lead. Watch for the crossover. Trout sideways off of 2. Not going to have enough. Wygant retakes the race lead away. He's going to try to set sail here with 2 laps to go. Can Trout fight back? He has those 2 right side tires. Has he worn them out a little bit too much? Trout really sent it to 1 and 2. 1.5 laps to go. The gap is growing now. Down to 3 car lengths between him and Wygant. Come to white flag this time by. Wygant will lead on the white flag. Can he get to the checker in the race lead also? Wygant off for turn 2. Trout still there. Wygant's got it nailed turn 3 and 4. He'll be okay. Goes through 3 and 4. Smooth and clean. Off for turn 4. Pacey Wygant will be the first repeat winner here in Tuesday Night Thunder. And he wins here at Richmond. What a battle that was between him and Trout. Wygant restarted 5th, I believe, on the restart there. He got by Trout. He got by Morse. Got by Byron Jones. What a restart there. Started 15th. And he gets first place here. Another top 2 for Pacey Wygant. He's going to extend his points lead even more than it was already tonight. As he stops on the start finish line there. As we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with our top 3 interviews for tonight. As we're back here at Richmond Raceway in Richmond, Virginia. Just wrapped up the Richmond 80 here. And our race winner, Pacey Wise, and we're going to bring him into the booth for post-race interview. So, Pacey, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
What a race it was from you. Started 15th, spun out in qualifying there, and you worked your way through the field and had a crazy last few laps there with DJ Trout. Talk us through all of that.
Yeah. Don't really want to talk about butchering qualifying as bad as I did. That definitely wasn't the highlight of the night for me. But yeah, coming through the field, it was really difficult. It's always super hard to pass here. Last season in GNS, it was just impossible to pass, and it was almost the same tonight. These cars being a little bit freer with less downforce, definitely allowed the handling to come into play. But yeah, as for the last few laps, it was just all about pressuring DJ and showing him how to battle closely at the end of the race and be able to not have contact with each other. So, if you know with that one, by the way. But yeah, overall, great race. Definitely a drive though.
Yeah, you're actually the first driver to win, a repeating winner here this season so far. So obviously you're in the points lead, so it even extends that points lead even more. So that should be good for you. And anyone I think for tonight's win?
Yeah, I gotta shout out the fiance for putting the kids to bed for me. You for broadcasting every week. It's always a blast to go back and watch. I gotta shout out Air's Design for the nice clean wrap on the old Chevy here. Gotta shout out PBR Racing. I know we had a little bit of contact tonight late in the race, and major apologies I was sideways off for, but yeah, just shout out everybody behind the scenes here in Bolt, and I think that about does it.
Well, like I said, congrats on your win here tonight at Richmond.
All right, thank you.
So that was Pacey Wise, our race winner here tonight. And we're bringing our second place finisher, DJ Trout. Hello, DJ, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. You wrap yourself off in second, almost had the race won. Lost it with about 3-4 laps to go there. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, honestly, on that final pit stop, I chose to take two. My strategy, or when I was when I had 4 fresh tires, I really felt like I didn't get enough rotation. So I took 2 that last time because, 1, lefts did not wear, and 2, I just wanted to get that little extra rotation. I got what I wanted, but, at the same time, it just wasn't enough to hold off what Pacey was doing. I was overdriving my entries just because, I saw him in my mirror. Pressure got to me a little bit, but that was a fun battle. I learned a lot about my car and a lot about, my limits in this race car. So when we get back from this break, we'll see how well I could implement that into the next race.
Yeah, next race being Charlotte. So talk us through that one. How do you think your shots at Charlotte in about 2 weeks?
Honestly, Charlotte, I love Charlotte. It's a track that I've gone to so many times. I think others could say that too. So, it's a pretty common track for everybody. But maybe stop by there, do some practicing if I feel like it or if I get to it. And we'll see what we have at Charlotte. Hopefully get another podium. Gold would be awesome.
Yep, and you still got second here tonight. So overall, great result for you. Anyone you'd like to thank for tonight's second place finish?
Honestly, thank you to Pacey. I know we're on different teams, but he's helped me so much with saving tire, throttle control, trail braking, stuff like that. Honestly, thank you to Connor too. Connor raced me clean and respectful, and honestly, this whole field did. That is incredible. Incredible group of racers. So thank you to them. Thank you to you guys for broadcasting, and thank you to my grandparents for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep, congrats on your second place here tonight, and we'll see you 2 weeks in Charlotte.
Thank you.
That was DJ Trout in second. We're bringing our third place driver, Connor Morse, here. Had a great run here tonight. Up front a few times, but just ended up second. Hello, Connor, you got a copy?
Yep.
So you round yourself off in the third place here tonight. You ran the lead a few times here tonight, and you had a solid run. Talk us through your night overall.
Starting P2, that was a huge confidence booster, and then as the race went on, had that big save. Just kind of had to take my foot off the gas and just be like, wait, I can be better than that. And the race went on. DJ and I think Dean burned up their stuff, and I saw that and thought I had a shot at the win, and then I did, and there was that lap traffic. Just got caught up in their battle there. And then, I just tried to push through it. DJ took 2. Obviously, that was oh, hang on. And then just after that, it was just kind of couldn't really get back to the lead, but solid run. So, gotta take it.
They had a great run here tonight. Up top 3 all night long, pretty much. Anyone thank for tonight's good run?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother. I'd like to thank my karting team, my wheel for sticking through it, even though it crazy amount of play. And I'd like to thank DJ Trout for paying my entry fee so I could do this.
Well, congrats on your top 3 here tonight at Richmond. We'll see you in 2 weeks in Charlotte.
See ya. Thank you.
That was Connor Morse in that 89 machine. Get round off yourself off in third place here tonight. Take a quick look at your race results here at Richmond for the Richmond 80. We spoke to our top 3 finishers of Pacey Wygant, DJ Trout, Connor Morse. And outside of that, Bobby Blowers did a good run tonight. Moved to short. Last race winner. Actually, put the wrong thing. But like I was saying, Pacey Wygant, DJ Trout, Connor Morse, top 3. We spoke to those drivers. Bobby Blowers in 4th. Louis Sharp 5th. Nathan Estep in 6th. Byron Jones 7th. Richard O 8th. John Matthews 9th. Dean Clapp at 10th. Ronnie Ayers 11th. Angel Santiago 12th. Scott Peninsky in 13th. Jim Bench 14th. Greg Clark 15th. Tristan Bear 16th. Nathan Farrar 17th. And Christopher Pendell rounding out your 18th car fields here tonight. Overall, it was a really fun race and a lot of green flag laps after those first few cautions. Overall, that was a great battle between those drivers of Trout, Wygant, Morris, Flowers, and Babbitt. He got 10th, but he definitely had a great run here tonight. Ran up front, ran the lead a few times here tonight also, so unfortunately he couldn't get a great result that he probably wanted here, but great for him though. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night, Superstar Arc Cup, which will go to Old Atlanta, so that should be an interesting race there in the ARCA cars. But after that, we an off week for NAOR, and we go to Bolt Racing League for race number 3 at Dover. So that should be another interesting race there. Very different racetrack than most, very unique, obviously. So we'll see you guys then. And thank you guys for watching.